Hola.
Hello. How you doing?
Good.
I was asking them.
I know.
We just got back from going to the store. We got a couple stores. We went to town.
We did go to town.
And we went to town and town. I forgot to stop at Lowe's. There were 2 things I needed at Lowe's. We didn't stop at Lowe's.
That happens.
I know. All right, so we got a couple things. We're just going to show you here really quick. This was not
Clearly.
part of the... So we got a bunch of garden soil. We got this at Walmart. They were on sale for like $4 a piece, or 2 cubic feet. So we got a bunch. And then we also got new hardware mounting kit for a gate. We got a automatic gate opener closer from Mighty Mule, along with the battery. A really large, long 3/4 inch drill bit for the hinge kit. And then we also got a bunch of feed that we needed.
Some all flock and some chick.
A solar panel. So, Saturday, I have a friend coming over. He's gonna help rehang the gate down at the driveway and install the automatic gate opener. Yep. So then we won't have to get out of the truck, open it up, get back in the truck, close it,
drive,
come back, get back out of the truck, open it up.
Which isn't a big deal, but when you go, like it gets old. It
gets old quick, and the gate doesn't swing freely. No. It drags on the ground, so you have to pick it up and move it, and it's a thing, and we're gonna have that thing resolved here fairly shortly. So, and then also today, as usual, you worked.
I did.
All day long. And I was in the house cleaning, making up the bedroom for Sang, and I'll finish that up tomorrow. That's what I forgot to go at Lowe's for. I need to get the foam board for the window, and then a new tape measure. That's not vital to the finishing of the room, but...
Yet we were at several stores that had tape measures today.
This is true. You know, whatever. So, okay, we have a couple stories to tell.
First, a couple people asked what kind of tree this is. This is a crepe myrtle. So I was just they're really pretty. They bloom in the kind of late summer time frame. We have another one behind the house as well. But before I forgot that, or before we moved on.
Yeah, it is really pretty when it blooms. Hey, Kinsley, come on. Come on, girl.
Yeah,
the other one is rather large. It's 2, if not 3 times the size of that guy.
Yeah. Well, this one I trimmed too. I cut probably 6 stalks or 6 branches off of it.
The one in the back here. Doesn't this look nice, guys? Isn't this nice? Look at that. This looks so nice. So the other one, look at that thing. It is ginormous. Anyway, it's large.
Yeah, they're pretty invasive. Like if you cut a branch, 2 or 3 will grow back. So that's why they get so big like that.
Okay, so story time on a couple things, but one more update before we start on story time.
Okay.
I don't know if it's been clear or not, but my health. So a while back, I did that post about my get up and go, got up and went, and saying that I was just exhausted all the time. I am no longer feeling that way. I am back to my normal self. All of my blood work and doctor stuff, everything came back normal. Like, picture perfect of health. Picture perfect of health.
Picture perfect health?
Yeah, anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They knew what you meant.
And recently I've been like saying how exhausted I am. And that's because my get up and go is back and I don't have an off switch, I exhaust myself every day.
Yep, he doesn't know when to stop.
I really don't. I don't stop. Yeah. So that's why I'm always exhausted now. But my energy level is back to the way it was. And so I'm thinking it was just a lot of stress and overwhelm, and I was just...
It was mental.
Mental, yeah. And then also, we've been doing a lot better on drinking electrolyte water.
Yeah.
And I think that's made a big difference too. I found out recently that drinking filtered water is actually really bad for you, because the filtered water, when it goes into your system wants to be balanced, and so it takes the electrolytes out of some of the cells and kills the cells, and then depletes your energy. And so having filtered water, you got to make sure that you bring some of those electrolytes back in. And so we've been doing that.
Yeah, and we drink filtered water because we're on city water, and the city tap water is so heavily chlorinated, and we just don't like it. So we try to filter that flavor out and some of that chemical.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's probably extra, but that's okay.
So last night, oh boy, last night was a doozy.
Well, it started off pretty good.
No, it did. It did. What's going on here?
He's just coming over to say hello.
Yeah, he was doing it in a strange way.
Yeah.
Okay, you start off with the good thing, and then I'll end it with the doozy.
Okay, they're all.
Oh, they're playing.
They are playing. Oh, excuse you. You're not playing with me, buddy.
Why is he jumping up on you all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Okay, Kinsley's doing her funny play.
Yep, that's the way Kinsley plays.
And,
and these two are going to get really rough. Okay, let's just walk, because they're not quite sure what's happening here. So we'll just walk up here and show what I was talking about. So we were able to move the Rhode Island red pullets, which was great because we had been wanting to move them for quite some time. So we caught all 7 of them, trimmed all their wings, and oh, ow. He got me with his teeth on accident when he was running by me. And we moved them up here to
come on, Kinsley, let's go.
Be with our meat birds, and introduced them with no issues. It was a little bit before full dark, before everyone goes to bed. So we put the pullets in the hoop coop, left the meat birds and the...
I'm gonna head over there.
Okay.
While you talk.
Left the meat birds and the rooster out. They're all kind of huddled. They're not quite, they're still learning the area.
Yeah.
It's only day 2. They've been here less than 24 hours at this point. But no fighting, no arguing, no issues. Just getting some roosters all worked up because we added more.
Yeah, the roosters on either side. All of these roosters here, and then the 2 roosters over there. Yeah, so it was actually really cool because this one rooster that now has all of the meat birds and the pullets, he took to them right away. He protected them right away. This morning when I let them all out and fed them. Why are you guys in the corner like that? Come on, let's get out of the corner. Let's go. No, don't try to go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Out of the corner. Let's go. Keep going. So when I let them out and I fed them, the rooster offered them food, and so there's been no issue. There's been no squabbling. There's been a little bit of if they get too close to food, then the meat birds will shoo them away. But other than that, they're doing really well. Come on, why are we going into the corner? There's a whole other area to go to. Let's go. All right, we're gonna figure it out. Strange that they want to go in that corner.
They just feel safe, and maybe they're trying to be with their brother and the other Rhode Island red rooster.
Yeah, could be.
They're like, you look like us.
So when I was out here last night so we originally put the Rhode Island red pullets in there, closed the coop, left the meat birds and the rooster out, and then when it got dark, came back out and we let the rooster and the meat birds back into the coop. And when I was out here and it was all dark, there were 3 roosters in the pen. So this one
he jumps in and out.
Yeah,
yeah,
this one. He's running around outside. Yeah, just jumps in and out
when he wants to.
Yep. So, and I'm okay with it because it does a pretty good job patrolling the area.
Yeah,
he stays up here.
It's funny. He just patrols around this netting, the whole big thing. But
he doesn't go down there with the other flock, and
he just circles it. It's really weird.
Yeah,
but
I think we should make him the rooster for the.
That's what I was thinking.
Pullets
for the meat birds and the Rhode Island Reds, because
come on, Kinsley.
We'll be taking our cream leg bar out.
Yeah.
So that was our good news story.
All right, we're back. Went to go put the laundry into the dryer. And as I'm putting the stuff in the dryer, I hear the chicks in the north porch where they're in the cardboard box brooder. And they're making a lot of sound. And it wasn't just the peeping sound of chicks.
It wasn't like that.
It was like distressed sound. And it was 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, they should be sleeping.
Right.
What is going on? So I head over there pretty quickly and I look inside the box, and unfortunately, there was a black snake in the box. And there were 2 dead chicks underneath the black snake, and 1 chick that it was coiled around in the process of killing. So I reached in and I grabbed the black snake, and it immediately let go of that chick that it was trying to strangle. The chick ran into the corner where the other chicks were huddled together. And as I lifted it up, I see that in its belly is a big bulge. So I'm thinking it either ate an egg or it ate a chick.
Oh yeah, a chick.
And we know now it ate a chick after we did the count. So it was super strange. Katie was saying that it's strange for a snake to do multiple kills before eating.
Yeah, I've never seen that behavior before, and I raised snakes for over 10 years as pets, and I've just never seen them kill and keep killing and not, you know, because typically in the other times that we've had snakes, unfortunately, get into the coop or eat a baby, they would eat a baby, start to get to the point to digest it, then go for the second one, and, you know, unfortunately, you know, do what they do,
going,
constrict it, and then eat it. I've never seen a snake killed
pre-kill.
Pre-kill.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just killing them.
Yeah.
They were just laying there. And so that was kind of crazy. So we're really glad that, you know, you heard that and just happened to be checking
Just happened
laundry.
to be there, yeah. So I had this snake in my hand, and it's stretched out, and it's, you know, it's
And I'm in the
being
house, and I have no
somewhat
idea.
docile. And I'm like, I could really use help right now, and there's no way for me to get Katie. I didn't have my cell phone with me. If I yelled, she wouldn't hear me.
No.
I'm not going to walk into, you know, through the house and into the RV with the snake, because anyway. So I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I'm holding this thing, and I'm looking around, and there's an empty feed bag, actually an empty bag of
It was pine shavings.
Pine shavings. So I reached down and grabbed the bag, and I somehow wrangled the snake into the bag, and I closed it all up. And then I went over to Katie and said, Katie,
Need your help.
I need your help. We just lost 3 chicks, I think, and so.
Yeah.
So we ended up taking those chicks and moving them in with the barnyard mix chicks that are in the metal chicken coop.
Yeah, we had a little empty, one of the little empty gray small coops that the bigger, they're juveniles now, and so they're just staying in the larger coop. They would sit on it and stuff, but they didn't really use it anymore, and they didn't sleep in it. So perfect, we had an empty one, and we're like, okay, it's double protected now.
It's a coop in a coop.
It's a coop within a coop with a rooster, with a whole bunch of other juveniles. So hopefully they'll be safe. So we put them out there. So we were picking up chicks and and counting them to make sure we had, like, see what we lost. And unfortunately we lost the 2 that it killed.
Yeah, it was 2.
And I think it was, I think it was 2 of the Cochins and 1 of the Osterlopes is what we lost, which is a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
I mean, it's a bummer anyway. But yeah, it sucks to lose babies, but it was crazy because we've been raising chicks back there and using that as a brooder system probably since February, March. So, and we'd never had any issues. So we'll just go ahead and, again, figure out ways to keep them even more safe, make sure that there's no way things can get in there. We had a fan in the window to try to help keep some of the hot air out.
Just keep air circulated in there, because it gets really gross.
Stagnant because it's a back porch. So we think that's probably what it was. The snake probably heard the babies and was able to get in through the little gap.
Or smelled it because of that.
Yeah.
The smell coming out of the window. And, so I think what we're going to do, because we have another batch coming in about 2 weeks, we'll just brood them inside the RV with us. We've been doing that for a while.
Usually that's where they start.
They'll be there for 2 weeks, and then we can put them outside.
Yeah, and that's what we were gonna do with these ones, but we just chose not to this time.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Because during
it really
the summer,
is.
we only have to keep them indoors for the first couple weeks until they're, we make sure that everyone's healthy, and then we have room to put them outside. So, because the weather's been so nice.
So this morning after chores, I took the snake that was still in the bag and I headed down to the creek, and I crossed the creek on a log, a big old log, and released the snake, and it slithered its way across the creek. And so I didn't want to kill it, no need to do that, but I knew I needed to get it farthest away on our property that I could, and we figured across the creek is our best option.
Yeah, we haven't seen, the ones that we've rehomed back there, we haven't seen them coming back, at least that we know of. Because we know we have a lot around this area in the house. We know that. And that's why we don't let the babies out typically in the open.
Yeah.
That we keep them in behind hardware cloth. So.
Yeah, so it just got us to thinking more about hardening off all of our coops from these kind of things. Now we have, raccoons, and then we got the snakes.
More animals, introduce more predators.
Exactly. And so, we've already done the lines for the aerial predators, and that's worked out really well.
Yep.
And so now it's just thinking more about hardening things off. I mean, it's...
Yeah, because the dogs can't be everywhere all the time. And I do think they do a really good job, but the dogs didn't have access to the house at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything was closed up for them. So, it was just a random weird...
One of those things. I'm just glad that I was doing laundry, and I was like, why are the chicks chirping? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So, pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Just the way it goes. So, I think that was the only two. I think those were the two stories.
Yeah, that was it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That was it. Okay, I thought I had more stories. Sorry, guys. Just the two. One good one and one not so good one.
Yeah. I mean, at least it didn't kill all of them. That would have been worse, I guess. But
Yeah, that would have been awful.
Yeah. If I just went in there and there's a snake laying in there with all the dead, I would have been... It's like when skunks or animals just go and kill a chicken and just take its head off and leave the body. Oh, it's so frustrating. So at least if you're gonna kill it, eat the whole thing, use it, Don't just kill it to kill it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
so, well, that's the happenings on the Kraemer homestead for now.
for one day, yep.
For one day, yeah.
That was just last night. That was just since we filmed last.
Yeah.
Literally, it was just in the few hours. We got done filming at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and then all that was between probably 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
2 hours.
we were saying after we stopped filming Kick last night, as we started moving the pullets, we're like, man, the day just never ends here. There's just always something. You can never just relax. And then
there's always something to do.
Thought we were done, and then all of a sudden we have a snake issue.
Yeah.
So
It's all right.
it's just the way it is.
Yep.
So tomorrow is going to be finishing up the house.
Yes. Cleaning. Finishing cleaning the house.
Yes.
Let's be clear, because a lot of people want to know what we're doing with the house, and we are still on hold.
Yeah, still very much on hold on the house.
We have not started back on the house, but we do plan. We have one more plan to do, hopefully another bigger build with the chicken coops to finish up the outdoor areas, and then we will focus our attention on the house and getting that ready. It's now, hopefully the weather's starting to cool and change a little bit soon.
Maybe.
And it'll be more tolerable. It's just way too hot. There's no AC in there. There's no air ventilation really. It's just miserable to work inside the house. So that's another reason we haven't been in there.
The main reason is just
Animals.
have a lot going on out here, and that's okay. It's good to take a break, and we'll be back at it.
Yep.
I had something I was going to say, but I don't remember what it was. So I'll try to remember for tomorrow.
All right.
And with that, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Did you wear yourself out, bud?
He did. Levi's
Not as bad.
not as bad.
He's a little younger, a little smaller.
Yeah. He's panting pretty good.
Yeah.
They're good doggies. We put Kinsley back inside just
Because they were playing way too rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not as young and spry as they are.
No. And she's a little bit more snippy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she's 9, and if they hit her too hard on the hips, I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah. Exactly.
So. right, bye.